Our friend Ernesto Ramos wrote about audios and pirates, which I also wrote about, and gave my version on this topic. And now I'm doing another version because I don't like it when people play with others' feelings and good intentions, especially those who don't know and let themselves be influenced by those who think they know something. It's a different story for those who think they know something and let themselves be deceived. They ask me. Some enthusiasts ask about the topic of education with audio, in that there are enthusiasts who create custom audios or tailored to each enthusiast's taste, which I think is great, and they make audios to educate according to the singing specimens they have, their tone of voice, voice timbre, or tonal register, which all mean the same thing, as you well know. If they are specimens, in this case, of Spanish timbrado singing, metallic with diction or slow, do they make or create them according to their tone of voice? And if, on the contrary, they are semi-metallic or semi-hollow, do they create a different audio for education according to their tone of voice? How unfortunate all of this is. How are those who don't know deceived and swindled? First of all, these audio creators didn't know they also have the gift of being fortune tellers. And before they are born and while in the egg, they know the type of specimens they will have, and how their tone of voice will be, whether metallic, semi-metallic, semi-hollow, or hollow. What a privilege, deceiving those who don't know. I, personally, know when they start to sing with clarity and definition. In their song, those who have a metallic tone or voice with diction, or if they are semi-metallic. Until then, I know nothing. I repeat, what know-it-alls and privileged people there are. Another argument, with common sense and coherence, both for songbirds and humans. In this case, they know that there are academies and music teachers, and academies with singing teachers or instructors. You might know that there is a variety of different voice tones among professional singers. Well, the same goes for the songbirds with a metallic tone. In the academies, it is the same teacher who instructs singers, whether they are men or women, with tenor, bass, baritone tones, for men, and soprano, contralto, mezzo-soprano for women, whether they have a higher or lower pitch, as well as the different registers and range in their scale. Once again, everyone is taught by the same singing teacher, and each person adapts that teaching to their vocal tone. It would be ridiculous and absurd to have a singing teacher for each different type of vocal register. In my personal case, throughout my life, in the 44 years I have been involved with Spanish timbrado singing, I have done the same, both with teachers singing live naturally and with pre-selected electronic teachers. I started with cassette, then CD, and nowadays, as we well know, in MP3 or any other digital system. Of course, with all the specimens together, and time will tell, God willing, those who, due to their genetic crosses, are metallic with diction or semi-metallic. In this case, time indeed puts everyone in their place. And what tone of voice do each of them have, even to the point where siblings from the same father, mother, and nest have different tones of voice, diction, etc. Let's not play fortune tellers and know-it-alls like others do, and on top of that, they boast about how complicated some make it. Know-it-all. What is easy, simple, and natural, they complicate it. Man proposes and God disposes. The same exists in nature because God has created it that way. Everything under the sky, on the earth, and in the waters. In this case, the specimens of wild song from the fields or jungles, the young or novice specimens, are all educated by their parents and adults of their environment of the same species or breed. Therefore, these wild breeds, each of them have different voice tones, whether more or less metallic or hollow. All are educated by the adults of their species that are in their environment. It's that simple and natural. The truth only has one path. Respecting everything, including those who have different or distinct opinions. Respect is essential in life. Without respect, we go down the wrong path. A very warm greeting to all the fans, and may God bless us all.